Hope that the people that were watching me can refine this. Somebody called my phone. I don't know how to answer a phone during a live stream. So I'm in the middle of making cannolis here. Grab a nice mold that we did. Get that bad boy on there. Roll that around. A little bit of the egg white to seal it. There's a nice cannoli shell. All done. Our grease is hot and ready to rock and roll. Our basket. Cannoli number 1. Go over here. Cannoli number 2. See how thin I get that? That is nice and thin. And that's what I want. I don't want thick, huge cannolis. Because you want to taste the shell, but you want the shell to be so nice and crispy. And you definitely want to taste the filling, and it should all be balanced. Nice and balanced. I was doing a live stream where I had a lot of people watching, and somebody called my phone. Let me find out who that is. I'm going to chase that person down. Ruin my live stream. All because they want to call me, probably just to hang up. When you own a business, lots of people call, lots of people hang up. They want to talk to the owner, but then they fail to talk to the owner once they call. Okay. Give me another mold, nicely floured mold, all ready to rock and roll. Get that on there. Some egg white on there to seal that up. Here we go. Nice cannoli shell right there. Put it back in our basket for the grease. Got, what, 3 in there already? Okay. Here we go. Last cannoli circle we got to do. This right here is the one where we kind of put our little pieces parts together and got it. You know, it's nice to try to get everything uniform, but when it comes down to it, it's all about taste, not about uniformity. It's got to taste amazing. It's got to be a cannoli like old school, like your Nana made you. When she was making you cannolis, she didn't care about profit. She cared about making you the best cannoli she could possibly make. Like, there's a good one. Okay, so we got 4. We're going to drop them in the grease. Carefully, I put them on a little angle so they don't float, so the air can get out. Put that down in there. And we check on them. I like to make them a little more on the golden brown side. So in the meantime, while that's frying up, I cut me some more dough, and we're going to roll it out. And I'll show the size that I roll it out to again. See? Because you don't want to make them too thick. You want them to be thin enough to hold the product, the filling, ricotta cheese, little mascarpone. I like putting a very quality chocolate in there, about 54%, 56% cocoa solids. Okay, so this is how thick I roll that out to. Can you see that? It's not super thick, but I still got to roll it. I still roll this out once I make my circle. So I still got to make sure I got room to roll it out. Again. Okay. There's 3 circles. And let's see if I get one more out of this one. 4 circles. There we go, 4 circles. Perfect. Okay, there they are. So now we'll roll these out. Let's check them. Got to check your cannolis. I want to overcook them. See, they're already getting a little golden brown. So we'll go a second more. I want to make sure I'm really cooking the flavor out of those. It's got champagne in there. The champagne is killer, okay? Get a killer flavor with some champagne in your cannolis. So, roll these out. Okay, so this is how thin it is. I want you to see how thin I got that. Look at that, paper thin. It's going to be so tasty. Grab my mold. A little bit of the egg white. That seals it up. Let me get that egg white in there. And this cannoli is ready to roll. And these cannolis are ready to come out of the grease. So I want to make sure, I want you to see them. I don't want to burn myself neither. So, put the camera on the other side so you can see them. Look at those. Nice looking cannolis. Want all that grease to drop out. And I'm going to hold them up on their side so they're actually standing up straight so more grease slowly drips out. There we go. Now we're going to make some more. Here's one that we just did going in there. Go ahead and we'll do this one here. I want you to see the size of this. I got that nice and thin. Look at how thin that is. Paper thin. Grab my mold. Roll that bad boy up. It's the glue. The egg white's the glue. So you paint a little glue on the edge and you seal it together. There it is. Put that in the fryer. Make sure you can see it real good. Here's my other circle, much thicker. I'm going to roll it out. So now, that's my circle, much thinner. Flatten it out. Grab my cannoli mold. That's all floured and oiled. There we go. Little glue, egg white glue. There's another one ready to roll. Last one. This was the ugly duckling circle. It's going to taste the best, though. They usually do because there's more personality. Get more bubbles on them. More parts that hang off that are so delicious because they fry a little extra hard in the fryer. There's my mold. There we go. Get the egg yolk on there. Egg white, rather. I just spilled it. That was dumb. I just spilled some egg white on my table. So now I've got to clean it. And the way you get egg white off of your flour tables, you got to flour it and then get it all out. So let me show you how to do that. So right here's the last one. Now I spilled, look, egg white right here. Can you see that? So it's pretty simple. You take it. You want the flour to soak in there a little bit. And then you get a paper towel and you try to get it off as best you can because I want it to be dry. Like I said, the egg white is a glue and I don't want the bottom of my my cutting board to be sticky. Changing up the program here. There we go. Problem solved. I wish all problems were that easy to solve. Okay, there we go. So now a little flour back on there. Look, ain't no more egg yolk. Soaked it all up. Yay, done deal. Okay. So now let's go ahead and drop this in the grease. Now when I drop it in the grease, I hold it on an angle so that the air comes out. There it is. Okay. And then we make some more. But in the meantime, I'm making paste as well. So let's come over here to my paste, my strawberry gelato paste. It's cooking on the stove. I'll make sure we stir it, like stirring the sauce. There we go. So it's got sugars in there that are caramelized, and it's got strawberry nectar in there. Some great stuff in there. It's got an xanthan in there to kind of help bind it together. And it's going to be cold. So when it's in the refrigerator, it's going to be pretty solid. And then it sits in the freezer and it doesn't ice up. That's the trick. Okay. Getting everything perfect in the cold, being we sell gelato. Okay, get some more dough. That's our cannoli dough. Get it there on the table. Bing. A little bit on that side. Go ahead, we're going to flatten it out. Not too much. I don't want to make it so flat, because once I get the circles, and then I flatten it again, y'all, twice. So I'm going to show you how thick to go about. And you can see the chunks of butter in there. I don't know if you can see them on the thing, because the chunks of butter make such good cannolis. Because you get little bursts of flavor. It doesn't cook the same uniform. And then you get all of the great personality that you get out of a cannoli with everything. That's how thick it is. My mold that I use, this is from a coffee top, probably like a Nescafe or some kind of freeze-dried coffee. It just makes like the right size circle for the cannolis that we sell here. There we go. There's 4 more. Take the little excess, put it back here, cover it under the blankie. So I have a damp rag that wraps around my dough so it doesn't dry out as we're working. That's what I mean by blankie. Okay, let's check our cannolis. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Let the oil drip out. You want to make sure you get all that oil out of there. And then I want to make sure that when I set them upright so they continue to drain. A little paper towel under there. Beautiful looking cannolis, huh? Okay. And let's make some more. You ready? Here we go. So I'm going to take them and we're going to thin them out a little more. And we're going to throw a mold on there. If they get a little sticky, throw them in the little mountain of flour that's there. So everything, you don't want nothing to stick. Okay. Got 2 more molds left. And this seals it. This is the egg white. That's the glue. And that keeps it together. Got a little hole right there. So when you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So when you put the ricotta cheese in there, a little might squish out that hole. Gives it great personality, you know. Every cannoli is not created the same. It's like a fingerprint. You want everything to be unique, you know? So, I don't know. Call me silly, but I like my cannolis to have personality. Okay, so here we go. We'll roll this one. So we got 2 more in there. I'm going to drop them in the grease, and we're just going to cook 2 while I take the other ones out of the shell, or the mold, rather. So there's that. We'll drop these in the grease. Got to keep it on an angle so the air comes through instead of making your cannolis float. Now we come here, we're going to get the molds out. So it should slide right out of there without creating a problem, hopefully. Come on. Come on out. See? That goes in the flour. That stays in this bin, the finished cannoli bin. The flour. That one we're going to powder sugar these pretty soon. So come on out to play. Come on out and play. There we go. Now I got more molds so I can make more cannolis. See, I like that one. That one's got personality. It's got this little guy hanging off there. You know you want to munch on that one. You know you do. This one here is real rugged. It's got all these bubbles from the champagne in there. Okay. So there you go. Beautiful cannoli shell. Hit it with a little powdered sugar. Okay. And there they are. Okay, so let's check the ones in the grease right now. I only put 2 in there. They're not golden brown yet. So when they're golden brown, we're going to pull them. So in the meantime, we make a few more. So got a cannoli circle here. Go ahead and thin that out. A little more flour on there, so it's getting a little sticky. Here goes our mold. Roll that bad boy up in there. Some egg whites to seal it. There it is. Ready to go. One more we'll do real quick. The mold. Some egg whites. There it is. Roll that bad boy up. Okay, let's pull out the grease. You ready to see our cannolis come out? Holy cannolis. That's what I'm talking about. Some nice cannolis. So we're going to keep them like this so they keep dripping that grease out. So when we take them off the mold, there ain't no grease hiding nowhere. 2 more cannolis going in the grease. Set that on its side so the air comes through and they don't float. Okay, let's roll out some more dough. Okay. There's our dough. Got a little flour on there so it doesn't get sticky. There we go. Anybody on my live stream, thank you for hanging out with me while we make some cannolis, killer cannolis, holy cannolis. Okay. There we go. So it's not too thick. Not too thin either. We'll make our circles. 1, 2. There's 3 more. Could have snuck 4 out of there, but I'm lazy. Okay, there we go. I ain't done yet. Let's check our paste. So we are also making strawberry paste. It's on the stove. There's a strawberry paste. We got to stir it, just like the spaghetti sauce. Make sure you stir it. So it's caramelizing some sugars in there that were on the bottom. You can see the steam coming up. It smells great. If I could make a candle that smelled this good, mamma mia, I'd be making the best candles around. The store smells incredible. So this is the first part of making this paste. I made some nectar, strawberry nectar. If you look, I want to show you the nectar. That's ice. So that's the water in the nectar. So I separate the ice from the actual nectar that won't freeze, is the most concentrated part of the nectar. So I even get my nectar strong as can be, because we ain't making nothing weak around here. Okay, here's our cannoli. Look at that. Holy cannolis. All right. Get all that grease or drip out of there. I don't want a greasy cannoli. We're talking holy cannolis here. Not greasy cannolis. Okay. I got a towel here on the bottom of this pan, so I have them sit upright and they drip. Okay. Now we're back over here, guys. We're going to make some more molds. Okay. There you go. Flatten that out so that I can get it around the mold perfectly. There we go. Get that around. Some of that magic on there to hold it down. Like I said a million times, the egg white is the glue. It glues it together. So stick it in there. In the basket. Now one down. Here's the next guy. I'm not a big fan of just keeping them completely round all the time and making them real uniform. Like I said, every cannoli's got a personality. I don't like making them all uniform, so they all look exactly the same. That way, every time you get a cannoli, it is a new wonderful experience of absolute excellence. But creatively, they all are a bit different. There we go. See, this guy's got a little tail hanging. Look at that. See, the other guy didn't have no tail. Okay. There we go. Last circle. Okay, get me a mold. There we go. Paint that on there. That will glue it down. This one here is a real interesting looking cannoli. He's got quite the tuxedo tail on there. Look at that one. That's going to be amazing. Okay. We're going to sink these in the grease. Like I've said before, you want to dip it on its side so the air goes through your cannoli shell and doesn't float. Okay. And let's get these molds out. So I got more molds. Can you see the mold? So, see how that slipped out of there? So nice and easy. Look at that, like power steering. Just turn the wheel. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. That one gave me a problem. Okay, here goes this guy. Come on out to play. Cannolis, come out to play. Come on, get out of there. I got a flower on better. I'm not fooling around now. It's cannoli war. They're coming out. So they're in here, and there's flour in there. I need to shake it. That will flour the molds better so they come out easier. Little powdered sugar on there. There we go. Okay. And I do got 3 in the grease here. So let's see how they look. Not yet. They're not golden brown yet. They're a little pale. So we're going to do a little more cannolis here, and then we're going to go back over to our paste because our paste is about ready. Strawberry paste we were making. Get that in the flour, our cannoli dough. Let's roll it out so we can make some cannoli circles. Hopefully, if you've been watching this live stream, you've got it down already and you're ready to make your own cannolis at home. Trust me, do it. It's great making cannolis. It's a good time. And everybody will love you for it as they're eating your homemade cannolis. So there's the circle for the mold. Another circle for the mold. Let's see, I got another one here, so we'll do 3. Do 3 on that one. Okay. So this should be ready now. They should be golden brown coming out the grease. There we are. Yep, that looks good. We'll let them let the grease come out. Let it drip. And then when we let them sit, of course they stand upright. Same as always. Nothing has changed. You want all the grease to drip out of there. Okay, so we'll roll this up. So we're going to come and we're going to finish the strawberry paste in a minute here. I got maybe 6 more cannolis to make. We're going to take a minute to switch gears here. In fact, we're going to do it now because it is getting pretty boily over here. If you look at my strawberry paste, you need to stir the sauce. That right there is some strawberry nectar, some choice sugars, several different kinds, some xanthan, and it makes the greatest smell. The store smells this amazing strawberry. It really is something special. So now we're going to prepare. This is beautiful nectar. I got to throw it out though because I don't need it. So what I'll do is I'll put it in a different container. So I don't want to throw that away. Don't want to throw good strawberry nectar away. So much that you can do with it. So I got a little separate container. Put my nectar in there. There it is. So we're saving that for another day. I got my bucket now that had the nectar in it. There it is. And I'm going to put in here, dig this. Wait till you see this. This is the strawberry that the nectar came out of. That's some strawberries with no juice in them. Juiceless strawberries. Look at that. Okay. Then we're going to add some more choice sugars. Grab my baggie. Zero my scale. Can you see the scale? If you can, this is a freebie. Okay. People should pay me for these recipes. There you go. Come on. Little more. Little more. Can you see that number? Is it backwards on the screen? It might be backwards on the screen. Okay. There's that. We need some squeezed lemons. Always shake it. There's that. Okay. And We're going to blend that bad boy up. And when we pour this boiling hot paste that's cooking in the sugars in with this cold strawberries and nectars, it's going to be good. So, let's see. I want to make sure you can see it. We're going to take this. We're going to dump this in there. There we go. Woo! It's all steamy and hot and smoky. Put the bucket down here. We're going to blend that up. Look at that. Strawberry paste. Fresh. Fresh strawberry paste. People buy that stuff from Italy, from all those Italian gelato manufacturers, and they make great products, but it ain't that fresh. That's for sure. So that's a done deal. We got that made. Okay, hey. All right. Tio, I am making, that was strawberry paste. And I take the nectar out the strawberry, put a bunch of sugars in there. I cook it hard. It caramelizes. Caramelized sugar flavor in there. I hit it with the actual fiber from the strawberries with some bitterness, because you want to retain the bitterness of the strawberry. Strawberry's got acid in there. There's some acid in the strawberry. So I go ahead and I get that back from some lemon juice, and I blend that bad boy up, and makes killer fresh strawberry paste for making great gelato. That's what I'm making, man. We're making more cannolis here too. So we're in the middle of cannolis now. Actually at the tail end. So, and my baby's on there. I see my wife. I love my baby. Our anniversary is coming up this month. 17 amazing years with the most amazing woman in the world. There we go. I'm going to roll that right there. Okay, get a little bit of this egg yolk, seal that up. Or it's egg white, rather. Beautiful cannoli right there. Don't want to leave this guy out. He looks a little, got to add a little more dough to him. He's a little shy on the dough. Okay. Roll this one out. I like them nice and thin. Don't want no big, fat cannoli shell. Look like it's ready to hold some filling for the next 5 years in some freezer somewhere. No, nice and thin, made fresh, filled fresh, eaten right away. The way life should be. Not food preserved for who knows how long and sit on some grocery shelf. It's crazy talk. Make your food, you eat your food. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and put a... See, that is nice and floured, so it won't stick this time. I did have a little bit of stickage the last time. I apologize. I tried to make everything perfect 100% of the time, but as you know, what I learn as I go to take my time and do it right every time. So that's going to be nice. Look at that. I got to stretch that out a little bit. Stretch the dough. There we go. Oh, it fell off. I greased it up too good. Look, it fell off. Let's see if we can get it back in there. Come on back in there. Get back in there. It's like dressing. Like getting a baby to put his onesie on. Come on. Like a baby with a onesie. Get in there. You don't want to damage. You want to be so gentle. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to just re-roll it again. Rip it open. Re-roll it again. Do it right. Come on, G. Do it right. Make your cannolis right. Okay, here we go. Let's re-roll it. Get that in there. There we go. Very nice. See? Good save, right? Okay, we're going to put it in the grease. Tip it on its side so the air comes right out the top of the hole. And it's in there. Nothing floating. Everything's good. We'll get these cannolis out of their mold. So that's a cool one. Look, it's got that nice little deal. It's got a big bubble on it right there. A nice big cannoli bubble. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. This one kind of folds over a little. It's a good looking cannoli. Put some powdered sugar on there. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Cannolis. Cannolis. Okay, we're going to roll some more here. My last little bit of dough. Put that on there. Okay. So this should make 4 or 5 cannolis, a big piece of dough like this. So this is our last hurrah. This is the last one. And then we are done. I'm going to put the cannolis out to sell today. We'll make some filling. Not unless you want me to show you how I make the filling. Because I will if you tell me in the comments. We'll go through that, keep the live stream going. Just want to make sure you guys are seeing the right way to make a holy cannoli. Okay. This is my coffee top. That was off of a Nescafe, I think. Instant coffee. When I saw it, I don't drink Nescafe, but when I saw it, I said, man, that would make the perfect cannoli mold. So I bought it. And I drank some Nescafe. I'm more of an espresso guy. People that know me know that I love Costa Rica beans. And when I'm making a drip coffee or a French press, and I love espresso from a Nespresso, the European espresso machine. It's my favorites. They are the best. Okay. Here's the last of the cannolis. It's the last of my dough. Let's check this out. Nice and golden brown. Look at that. I'm going to win a cannoli ribbon here. I'm going to win the blue ribbon. There we go. Put that in there. Okay, the last of the cannolis to roll out. So if you want me to make it, let me know in the comments if you want to see how I make the paste. I mean, not the paste, the filling, the cannoli filling. Because I did buy some nice fresh ricotta cheese. And I did buy some nice fresh mascarpone cheese. You can do that if you like. We can go ahead and make that. Show you how I do it. And then I'm going to eat one. Ha! But my first thing that I've eaten all day is going to be an incredible cannoli with a nice, maybe I'll make myself a cappuccino. Okay. There we go. That's that guy in the fryer. Let me back this up so you can see everything a little better. There we go. So I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done today because I got a lot of gelato to make. I got a wholesaler that ordered 20 pans, pick up today, and 22 pans, pick up tomorrow. I got to make sure I have all that stuff ready to get out the door. But when my customers come in, they want cannolis. Snowbirds are back, and they've been thinking about these cannolis all summer long, and they're here and they're like, I want some gelato and cannolis. I love my snowbirds. They come to see me only for a few months out the year, so it's a special time when you get to see your friends you haven't seen for about 7 months. Okay, there we go. Get that mold on there. I'm running out of egg white. I spilt it today. I spilt my egg whites on the cutting board. There's a quick way to get it off where it doesn't spoil your cutting board, where everything now wants to stick to the egg whites on the bottom. Just take a whole lot of flour and throw it on there. Okay, this one's got a big hole in the middle. Come on, get on there. See, it's kind of a big hole in the cannoli. So I'm going to go ahead and patch that hole. I'm going to do a little patch here. Get some egg white on there. I'm going to patch it up. There you go. So I put a patch on there. I hope it stays. Okay. And the last of my dough. This is it. Fun's over after this. At least cannoli fun. Okay. This last one in the grease. Anybody else there making comments? I still got friends online watching. Very cool. So glad you're here hanging out with me, making Italian stuff. Making it old school style, grandma style. Making it the right way. Not the easy way. There it is. Always. There's 4 in there. I'll go ahead and put them in the grease on a slant. Nice and slow. We're not in a hurry. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get these off. These molds, they should slide right out. If I did a good job, they'll come right out. Look at that. There you go. Should come right out. This one got sandwiched in there. It's going to have to crack some of it to get it out. There we go. Little piece. Okay. So you guys want me to show you how I do the gelato filling? Let me know. If not, I'll get off this live stream. Got a lot of stuff to do. Thank you for watching. If you've been watching, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Making gelato is always fun. It's always a good time, and it's always fun to make fun of ice cream. Being that gelato is always top of the game. Ciao, ciao.